never really had a destination, I just let it grow.
Hi, I'm Natalie and I'm making this video to tell you about Patreon and how flipping wonderful it is in helping independent artists like me keep creating and sharing and having space to love what we do. So yeah, as you just saw, I've been doing this a long old time, and Patreon is the first thing that came along. It offered me a way to share with you all the music I'm making as I'm making it. You may have seen that I released my first album last year called Vitamin B. And during the creation of that, which was quite lonely, I knew I always had my patrons to share the process with. And it also felt nice that they knew most of the songs from previous demos that I uploaded here. I also changed studio spaces countless times in the process, but knew I always had this supportive space to come back to. Patreon's kind of like the glue that keeps me and this rocky journey together. If I'd gone down the route of being signed, my music probably wouldn't sound the way it does. And that's not necessarily a good or bad thing, but I think it's magical that it sounds the way it does because of your support. As well as sharing music here, I love to share all my various creative and vulnerable ideas that for me are all very intertwined with being an artist. I made this lyric book for my last album with spaces to put your own thoughts, and being able to show my patrons the designs in progress was really lovely for me. I'd say Patreon encourages me to try new and unfamiliar things because I know that you're rooting for me. At the moment, Patreon doesn't provide enough funds for whole projects, but it does make an incredible difference in me feeling okay and positive about surviving in this industry. It shuts out that get a real job voice and helps me believe in myself. So, what do I offer on Patreon? So many songs while all of the emotions are still bubbling. It encourages me to actually record everything I write rather than letting it pile up in voice notes. It also means I can make fun little behind the scenes videos to show you guys how I do it all and share the meanings of songs with you while they're quite raw. It's really important to me as a songwriter and generally emotional being to make others feel like it's okay to be vulnerable, because that's where creativity so often comes from. My main goal with Patreon is to get to a stage where it can elevate my experience as an artist. And provide me with the funds to pay other artistic people like musicians, producers, photographers, videographers, illustrators, literally all of them, so I can be less alone in what I do and make this whole musical journey a shared one. I've asked my patrons why they are here, and the majority of them say it's not even about the content, they just want to support me, which is absolutely amazing and so moving. Thank you. Thanks. But still, if there's anything that you'd ever like to ask, you can message me here on Patreon, or we have an instant chat over on Discord where I often go to ask your opinions on things, like the artwork for a release, the title of a song, lyrics of a song, or the names of new Patreon tiers, which are about to get very cute. So that's me. And I would love if you would join us on this journey, me and the community. It's a special old place, and I already have so many songs that I've written since the album that I want to share with you guys. Just you. Honestly, I'm not going to release another album for a very long time. So here is the place to be.
I like to support Natalie on Patreon because I think it's interesting to watch how she turns lyrics into demos and fully produced songs, and also how she thinks about life and her surroundings. She gives you something to think about and something to sit back and relax, read her calm journal, listen to her demos. It's just something very nice and pleasant, but also very interesting because she's such a great musician.
Hi, my name's Sasha, and I wanted to become a patron of Natalie's to support her creatively and musically. Since becoming a patron, I have found a wonderful community of people bursting with creativity who are all centered by one thing: Natalie's amazing music.
The reason I joined Patreon is to help people like Natalie doing what they love. Thanks to our contributions, they can keep making amazing music. And there is so much music that you haven't heard yet. Because on our Patreon, we get to see a glimpse of what's going on behind the scenes with exclusive demos and many more. It's honestly amazing.
Thankful that I could be there to support you, to enjoy your music that I have been for the last 4 years now. Honestly, that's it's the very least that I can possibly do.
I've making demos. I've been opening my heart. I've been creasing my forehead at the sorry state of the odds. Any piece of joy has led me back to the same side. The one that says, God damn it, make what you love, cause it ain't mine. I'm a feeler, a deep breather, a fuck whoever tells me I'm not born for this believer, a teacher that we're all on the same plane. And if I don't create, I'll be turning up late every day to the same job that I hate. Believe me when I say I'm born for this. I've been walking miles with my guitar on my back. Been meeting beautiful people all stuck on the same track. Each and every turn has led me back to the same side. The one that says, God damn it, do it your way, cause you're in it for life.